Jennifer Lopez. Not a good move by the narcissist. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Jennifer Lopez is a narcissist. She is one of the somatic variety, whereby appearance, money, being seen at the right places are very important to her. Like any other narcissist, people are simply an appliance, there to be used by her. Her narcissism tells her that she is special, that she is important, and that means that anybody else is there to serve her purposes, which would include her own child. She appeared recently in a piece of footage whereby she has utilized her daughter, who holds the position of a non-intimate secondary source in Jennifer Lopez's fuel matrix, for the purposes of performance. To the uninitiated eye, individuals may well think, oh, how delightful. J-Lo and her daughter rehearsing together. What a beautiful moment. Mother and daughter harmonizing and singing. It's a close moment between the two, doing something that they both enjoy. You, however, as a keen student of my works, know that from the perspective of Jennifer Lopez, subconsciously, she's just triangulating the audience with her daughter for the purposes of the pursuit of the prime aims. It probably worked, but then along came our friend, collateral consequences. I'm not sure of the circumstances of how they came to be doing this, whether it was on a show or whether it was part of warming up in relation to her recent tour and somebody filmed a bit of footage, or they were just practicing at home. Ultimately, it's irrelevant. The fact is that the two of them were singing together, and Jennifer Lopez clearly consented to it being filmed and for its use to be utilized in some form of broadcast, because that serves a purpose, so that she can utilize her daughter for the purpose of the pursuit of the prime aims. She, of course, being an unaware narcissist, doesn't think in such terms. She will just think, I'm very proud of my daughter for the way that she sings. Thus, her narcissism harnesses the narcissistic trait of pride, causing her to engage in this behavior, but moreover film it, and moreover again having it released. For instance, she could have just filmed it and kept it for her private use, a memory in the years to come of a moment between her and her daughter. But that doesn't serve any genuine purpose for her narcissism, not when it's compared to the possibility of utilizing her daughter to garner fuel from a variety of sources. And thus, that is what happens. But as I mentioned, collateral consequences came along. I'm going to play you the clip now and see if you can determine what the collateral consequence will be. Watch this. I'm feeling benevolent, so I won't make you watch that more than once. Do you see the collateral consequence? Might you think that it is the fact that her daughter doesn't appear to be enjoying herself? It's a possibility. People watching this may well think to themselves, she doesn't look to be too happy. Has she been railroaded into this? Is she not enjoying this? Does she perhaps not enjoy being showcased in this manner? So potentially there is the collateral consequence that her daughter doesn't look overly excited or pleased to be doing this, which could lead to questions in respect of the decision-making of Jennifer Lopez. Well, that's one possibility. What's more likely, however, is the fact that you recognise that one individual appears to be screaming and the other one is singing. Yes, and the other one is able to hold a note and the other cannot. And this is not a good move for the narcissist, because the clear ability of her daughter to sing and hold a note means that Jennifer Lopez's singing qualities are somewhat exposed. Now, nobody's going to suggest that she's the world's worst singer, but in this exchange, her shortcomings are evident in virtue of the style of her singing and the fact that she turns flat with at least 2 notes where she's singing. The consequence of this means that her daughter outshines her. If J-Lo was singing on her own, you might not pick up on it as much, but when compared to the better voice of her daughter, it's far clearer. And therefore, as she has sought to triangulate the audience with her daughter, it has somewhat backfired, because there'll be a number of people that would think to themselves, goodness me, she doesn't really sing that well, does she? Her daughter does, but she doesn't. And this is not something that a narcissist wants to countenance, because after all, the narcissist is the best. Somebody like Jennifer Lopez wants to be known for being a brilliant singer, dancer, and actress. And when the shortcomings of her voice are laid bare, particularly in relation to her daughter, if she were aware of such feedback, this then becomes problematic for her daughter. Jennifer Lopez is unlikely to assert control directly as against those that criticise her poor singing, and instead, she's more likely to assert control directly by lashing out at her daughter, saying, "You showed me up. You tried to make me sound bad. You tried to make yourself sound better than me." I did a couple of videos recently in respect of the relationship between the narcissist mother and the victim daughter, including scapegoating and the golden child. And here, there is the possibility of that dynamic coming to the fore once again. The fact that J-Lo has utilised her daughter as an appliance, but in so doing has demonstrated her own failings with regard to her singing voice, sounding like she's shouting or screaming into the mic and unable to hit the note for long before it turns flat. And in such circumstances, any criticism that's directed towards her as a consequence of that will be, as you know, challenge fuel, and she'll need to nullify that threat to control. And the easiest way for her to do that is to round on her daughter, to suggest that her daughter is the problem, that her daughter is showing off. How many times have you experienced the narcissist turning to you saying, "That was your fault, you made me look bad. You did it on purpose to show me up, even when you haven't done anything"? It's a common response that is exhibited by the narcissist, and believe me, Jennifer Lopez will be no different when it comes to dealing with her daughter. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for watching.